Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It is Tuesday and the sun is shining. It's 8:30. I have had my breakfast. I've made a cup of tea and I'm going to try not to fall back to sleep and get up a bit earlier today. Boris has taken a turn for the worse, it would appear, and he's now in intensive care. So that is worrying news. That happened, well, the news report was released after my vlog yesterday. Yeah, I really hope he's okay. Really hope he's okay. Not good news at all. But I suppose, you know, he's one of those people in the firing lines early on, having to go to all those meetings and everything. I suppose he was going to be at risk. Well, I will keep you posted on that one, I think. But as for now, I've still got a very sore mouth because I burnt it on the pizza yesterday. It's being too greedy and eating it too quickly. Feels very odd. But I'm going to drink my tea, maybe watch a few YouTube videos, maybe read a bit. Just chillax for a bit. And then get a few little things done today. I'm going to try and think about my achievements on a more smaller scale and not worry about having to achieve some huge job in the house each day. I will go with small achievements because they are going to get smaller as the time goes on. Right, drink my tea. So, dishes to wash, laundry to put on, laundry to fold. Never ending stream of things to do to keep me occupied during the apocalypse. I'm not entirely sure how we are using so many items of clothing. To be fair, I do. For some reason the boys put all their washing in the laundry and I'm not entirely sure why they go through so many clothes. Most of this is towels or stuff from their room. We're going through very little of our adult stuff, but it gives me something to do, I suppose, and they're the ones that has to put it all away at the end, so if they want to keep putting their clothes away, they can keep putting them in the laundry. Right, yes, I need to tackle this job. Then I want to check the news and see what the Boris situation is. Kenzie's having an hour of computers. Brendan's decided to not get out of bed. So his hour of computers, I think, is probably going to be spent chillaxing. I'm going to make a cup of tea and that might encourage him downstairs. We'll see. And then between sort of 11 and 4, we will do other things. It's a gorgeous day. We will have a walk while we can. Because I'm still anticipating there's going to be further lockdown at some point. I don't know, we'll see. But I don't know how people will be over the bank holiday, how sensible they will be. And I think lockdown fatigue is starting to set in and people are kind of flouting the rules a bit. So yes, I definitely want to do something physical each day for as long as we can. I think it's making us all a little bit healthier, to be honest. And then I don't mind us doing things like Kenzie making cake. He's made a cake. He made cake yesterday behind the chicken. And eating chocolate over Easter and stuff. I don't mind so much when I know we're being more physical each day. We're going for a walk each day. Yes, I might do some colouring today. I definitely want to get some reading done. I will do some dusting. And like I said, small wins today. I'm going to think of small wins. So as long as the house is clean and tidy, as long as things like the dusting's done, and I'm keeping on top of the housework, I'm not going to worry too much about finding a big thing to achieve. In my head, I kind of have it that Lee goes to work and he's bringing in the money at the moment, and that I should be doing something really, really productive with my time. And he never, ever, ever criticises anything I do during the day. He never does. He just wouldn't do that. And he comes home to a clean home, and he comes home to food in the cupboards, and you know, the boys looked after, and you know, there is nothing he could possibly say, seriously, I'm working, I'm bringing in this money, and what are you doing? You know, I have to come home to a mess or whatever. He's not. We're kind of very old-fashioned, traditional roles going on at the moment. I am literally taking care of the home, and he is literally out working. It's very wartime. But that's what we have to do right now, because he is the one bringing in the income. So yeah, I just have to, like I said, he never criticises. He would never criticise. He's, you know, he knows that I work hard and what have you. And he comes home to a clean home, and he comes home to food, and he comes home to the boys looked after and what have you. So he's not thinking, what are you doing all day? But in my head, I'm thinking I should have achieved something really productive to show him at the end of each day, and that's in my head. So I need to get past that. I do have a list of things I could be doing. So I could be doing my accounts for 2019, 2020. I could sit on the computer and do that. I could pump up my bike tyres. That's not a big job, but it's something I could be doing. I could be painting the rest of these kitchen walls, which is a bigger job. I might wait till I get really bored for that one. Try and book another food delivery. I do that several times a day, and in fact I was up at 1 o'clock this morning trying all of them. Still no click and collects, no food deliveries, so that's not happening. Clear and sort the playroom cupboards. I could do that. I could get a box and just go through some of the cupboards. There's just a few cupboards that I know I could get rid of some bits out of. I could put some of the toys in the dishwasher, actually, like the tube toys and various other plastic toys, and give them all a good wash. So I could do some of that, as in like maybe a box of toys a day, like the stickle bricks or the tubes or some of the baby toys. They could get a good clean. I need to clean out that junk drawer again. Chloe and I did it not that long ago, but it builds up very quickly. Clean out the bottom 2 shelves of the food cupboard. That's kind of where we have spare boxes, bags, the bird seed, animal stuff. I need to go through that, give it a good clean and sort out and bin stuff. I need to order my dad's birthday present, but before I do that, I need to actually decide what I'm getting him. His birthday is on Tuesday next week, so a week today. Wipe out the fridge. I mean, I've been doing that actually on and off. It's had the shelves out and it's had bits wiped, but I've not done a big one all in one go. Clean the bathroom. Oh, I did that yesterday. That one's been done. And set up my prescription delivery. So yes, I could do that. I could definitely set up my prescription delivery this afternoon or this morning. So I've got the code from my doctors to set up that delivery thing. I could do that. But I do have some bits I could be doing if I feel like I'm not doing something productive. Right, I'm going to crack on. I am just prepping some veg. So it's all in the fridge, ready to use as and when we need it. Carrots and broccoli, all ready to go in the fridge. Another job done, floors mopped. Kenzie's feeding all the birds. There were baby sparrows out there this morning. And what little bit is left, they've completely fleeced us of. That is our last bucket of food as well, so might have to order some more. Kenzie's just sorting out the feeding of them.
It may be a chonker, but it ain't a big chonker.
No, not ravens. Rooks. Rookity rooks coming to eat all the nuts. Well, they nest up in that chimney stack, and then they come and take the nuts. And yeah, I think they drop the husks down the down the chimney because they always take them up there to crack them open. Probably not very popular with my neighbours. Keeping your toasty, is it? Is that nice there?
Yeah.
You might not use your... what are you doing? Oh, you're trying to electrocute me. You might not use it very much for bouncing, but you'll use it for lounging on. Go on then, see. A little bit, only a little bit. I heard it. Bang!
Trying to get...
Charge yourself up.
You hear that?
What? The crackling? Just about.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and do a family game. Oh, if I can do it, there we are. Of Catan. A family game of Catan. We have set up mirroring on the TV. We all bought Georgia a Facebook portal for her birthday, which isn't until the 23rd of April, but under the circumstances she kind of is better off using it now, so she's had it now. I ordered it and had it sent straight to her house. Oh, excuse me. So she's going to use the portal. We're going to FaceTime and play the game. That's the plan. I'm not sure how it's going to work out. We're both going to have our boards set up identically, and we'll have them on our TV screen, and we'll be on their portal. Somehow we'll make this gaming work with a 5-mile distance between us. We're just gonna give it a go, but they're a bit busy at the moment, so they're gonna do it. We're gonna do it at 1 o'clock. I've just asked the boys to go and get dressed, and they're reluctantly gonna come for a walk with me. I've just told them to just get dressed, and we're gonna go. It's a sunny day. Let's just go get the walk done, and then they can board game this afternoon and stuff. I feel like I've done a few productive things. Let me show you what I've done outside. I've got both my doors open. Okay, so because I'm not working, I've taken all of the kids' toys that were here and the cover off that was there to stop them getting all wet, and I've opened that up. That's all rubbish that needs to be shredded or burnt or what have you that Kenzie hasn't yet finished doing. We can reach a little nature pond now. I haven't seen any frogs, unfortunately. Oh well. I can't even go and get any tadpoles from my parents' house. I don't mind some stinging nettles because they're good for the butterflies, but I don't want it to become overrun, so I'm going to probably have to pull a few of those out. I do have a lovely plant that needs to go in somewhere, so I might put that here. Mum says it's got big purple flowers, so I could probably put that in here actually, just there. That'd be a good spot. Oh, and I've got, yes, so this is a plant that needs to go in. And then I've got some, can't remember what that's called, it's going to annoy me. I need to put it in the front garden. And that's the sheet that's just drying, although it is now blowing around the garden a bit, but that is just drying. So I can fold it up and put it in the cupboard. Plants are doing well. Oh, got very big and floppy. Oh no, something, oh no it isn't. I thought something had eaten it. Lettuce is coming along nicely. Are you dressed, are you?
I'm going to eat before we go out.
Okay, eat something very quickly then. No, we haven't got time for that. Oh, I think I need to water those. Yep, it's coming along. I need to water my cress. It's got to grow for the kids so they can see that I've grown it. Ham and crisp sandwich for your lunch, yeah? Mm-hmm. Nice. You're making a mess. Very nice. That'll keep you going for our long walk. Getting our walk in. Nearly.
fingers.
Mind me! It was nearly my head.
You're in the way of my bottle.
Is that everything you're doing? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so free trade for all now.
Does anyone need brick?
I think Jackie wanted brick, didn't she?
Yes. Me.
Off.
What do you want for break? I've got sheep though, and you probably don't want that.
I really don't want sheep, sorry. Wood. Not got any wood.
I could trade you a wood.
How much brick do you want for the wood? 1 for 1?
How many brick have you got?
Some.
Some. I'm being vague.
3 brick for 1 wood.
How about no?
No.
No.
Okay, then come back with a counter offer.
1 for 1. Because
No.
I'm pretty sure you don't have any capacity to make brick.
Okay. Do you have any capacity to make wood?
Yes.
Just trade.
1 or 12.
Okay then.
Ooh.
No.
No.
Okie dokie. Georgia, I'll take your sheep offer.
He's got trading down to an art.
What?
Yeah, 1 for 1. You want 1 sheep, 1 brick? I will trade out of spite.
So, I have butterflied some chicken breasts, had them marinating in some Cajun, and I'm just shallow frying those. We've got hot carrots and broccoli in there. I've got some tomatoes which I'm going to fry off in that pan near the end. And then we've got some, steamed up, some potato wedges cooking with just salt and pepper on them. That is our dinner this evening. Lee should be home very shortly, probably, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe. Dinner. Here he comes. That was good timing. Just checked the news, listened to the rundown. Nothing particularly new. They're very much avoiding the question of whether or not there's going to be a review at the end of this week to whether or not we're going to be released from quarantine. It doesn't take a genius to work out, despite what the newspapers keep asking the question, keeps being carefully avoided. We're not going to be out of lockdown anytime soon. Most countries now are starting to say this is going to be ongoing for one level or other of lockdown, but we're going to be at a big kind of social distancing situation for probably a year. And right at the early stages, 18 months was mentioned. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're expecting them to say. And it's interesting because having watched that, I'm seeing them doing a lot of the things I was taught to do when I did media training. When I did a lot with Pacey, we were trained so that if we were interviewed by newspapers, or if we were called in to deal with something, or phoned up to deal with something either on the radio or on TV, or called into one of the morning TV shows, that we would be able to answer the questions in a way that didn't give media the opportunity to carefully edit the video or what we said, to miss chunks out and make what we said something completely different to suit their story, or to twist our words. And that's really, really hard. It was really interesting training, but it's very hard to do. And I actually see them using those techniques, the government using those techniques when they're answering the questions. So I'm seeing it from a different side, but it's very interesting. Sadly, no real news on Boris other than he is in intensive care. He has been given oxygen, but he is not on a ventilator. So that's good news. and he doesn't have pneumonia. I'm pretty certain that's what they said. Well, that's the end of Tuesday. It is Tuesday, isn't it? It is Tuesday. So that's the end of Tuesday. And it's been a good day, I would say. We have achieved things, small things. I have crossed off about 4 or 5 things from my list, although my list did get bigger as the day went on. So not necessarily things that I might have read out earlier on, but new things which were added to the list. So as you've seen, I've been doing bits and bobs. The walk was very nice. I've promised the boys the slightly shorter version, mainly because Brendan's heels are cracking. So I actually found that I had one of these Poundland foot sock remedies. It says put them on for 20 minutes. He had it on for about 2 hours while we played Catan. But it's really helped his feet. I really wish I'd got more of them, and obviously I can't get out to go and get new ones. It's not an essential thing, but bless him, poor little thing. Yes, he's, you know, he has been suffering with his heels, so we'll do a shorter walk tomorrow. But yeah, I think I'm seeing sort of, I think Kenzie seems to be trimming out, I'm trimming out. Brendan's a beanpole anyway. But I'm seeing Kenzie's got more colour because he's not stuck inside a classroom all the time. He's actually spending more time outside. Yeah, it's really nice actually. I'm really liking this time with them being at home. So, what am I doing now? I'm going to go and have a shower. Get this video uploaded. Tidied up, the kitchen is spotless. I don't know how long for. Dishes are all done, sides all wiped down, everything's sorted, dishwasher's on, floors are wiped. I did that this morning. The garden's looking nice and clean and tidy. I swept the patio. Those paving slabs up the end, we're going to have to do something about that end of the garden, and I'm really not sure what to do at the moment. I might go with fake grass, to be honest, and my reason for that is the tree root. See the big, when we moved in, it was about this, it was about as tall as me when we moved in, and I used to be able to, and when I got too short for it, or it got too tall for me, my dad used to cut it into a circle. So it was, we cut all the branches up and made a very nice circle on the top. Needless to say, we can't circle it. It got too big, got far too big. But that's why we have that tree stump, and then it's bushed out at the top, because obviously most conifers, if you look at the size of that, would have taken up, well, right up to the shed. If we'd left all the bottom bits on it, it would have literally come up pretty much as far as the shed. It would have blocked the gate, because it is like a big leylandii. But we cut the branches as it was growing, and that's what I'm also doing with the other one that's over by the bamboo, on this side of the garden. So it means we'll have some nice trees in the garden, but not the bushiness at the bottom. Where was I going with that? But yes, it's got so big that, I don't know if you can see, I'll show you tomorrow properly, but it's pulled all the paving slabs up where the roots are, and they're actually quite dangerous because they're not flat and they're a trip hazard. So I think I'm going to have to look at maybe putting some fake grass or something down that will not get boggy, but that will also, you know, be flexible and mould around the tree roots a bit, I think. We'll have a look at that. I've got plenty of time to look at it and ponder it, haven't I? We'll talk about that tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. It's been over 5 minutes. And quite honestly, this vlog is quite long enough. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, and stay safe.